Hi, Namaskar, Rajiv. Due to the epidemic novel coronavirus, unfortunately, 10th class students are facing so much difficulties related to their studies. So, during the lockdown situation, they don't get the chance or opportunity of learning all the important subjects like mathematics, English, and science in their home. So I decided and prepared a YouTube channel to give them opportunity for learning by making some necessary teaching on English, mathematics and science etc. Today we are going to learn or we are going to discuss about the first topic of the 10th class English, that is all the things bright and beautiful. Look at the book. This is the 10th class book, and the first topic of 10th class English book is all things bright and beautiful. God has created all the things which are very bright and beautiful. This poem is written by C.F. Alexander. If someone asks the questions, who is the poet of all things and bright beautiful, then what will you say? You say C.F. Alexander is the poet of all the things bright and beautiful. Look at the stanza one by one. First of all, I introduce the topic about saying something else. God has created all the things which are bright and beautiful. As beautiful like sunrises, sunsets, trees, flowers, river and mountains, birds and animals. That all we are watching around our world that God has created for us. God has given us eyes to see the beautiful world. God has given us ear to hear the sweet sound. God has given us nose to smell the beautiful sweet fragrance, and God has given us lips to praise the God. So now we are going to discuss about the topic one by one. Now this was the first stanza of that English book, the 10th class English book. As all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. If we try to make it a sentence, the all things are bright and beautiful, all creatures are great and small, all things are wise and wonderful, and that Lord has made them all. This was the also theme. So now we understand topic. To understand or to comprehend better, I will also make some list of difficult words to understand better you. So now some the list, it is the list of difficult words. Here bright. Bright means shining. Creature, living being. Wise means prudent and big. Wonderful means full of astonishment অর্থাৎ বিস্ময়কর. So this was the topic, this was the first stanza of that poem. All things bright and beautiful, all the creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. In the first stanza, the poet describes about the things and the creatures that we see around us are bright and beautiful, and great and small, wise and wonderful. God has given us all the things that are bright and beautiful, great and small, and wise and wonderful, and God has made them all. This was the main theme of that stanza. The stanza includes the four lines because commas are there and one full stop is here. So many type of questions I make for you to understand the better by questioning method. So what does the poet think of all the things? What does the poet think of all things? means poet all things विषय कौन कहिचंती तो all things are bright and beautiful and wise and wonderful. This was the answer. Who has made all these things? Also, God has made all the things, all these things. What are the adjectives used for the creature? What are the adjectives used for the creature? Creature means creature are great and small. Last question. So what are the creatures like? Creatures माने केमिति देखिबाको हम लिखि परिबा the creatures are like great and small, bright and beautiful also. So now turn over the page and look at the second stanza of the book. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, he made their glowing colors, he made their tiny wings. So now the second stanza consists of the two difficult words, that is, one is glowing means bright, the tiny means less small. So here we are going to discuss about the themes of the second stanza one by one. So each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, he made their glowing colors, he made their tiny wings. Here first line is related to the third line and second line is related to the fourth line. Now this stanza consists of two difficult words. Glowing means bright, teeny means small. So now we are going to discuss about the second stanza. The poet here describes that God has given bright colors to the flowers, beautiful flowers, so it attracts us very much. And God has created the bird that sings and that has the tiny wings. So this second stanza is all about the flower and the bird. God has given us a flower with their glowing colors or beautiful colors which attracts us very much, and God has created the bird with their tiny wings and that sings very sweetly. So to understand the better, I make some questions about that stanza. So what does the poet describe about the flower and bird? Now I have discussed here. The poet describes about flower is that flower God has created the flower with their tin glowing colors which attracts us very much, and God has also created the bird with their tin wings, and God has given us the power to sing very beautiful. So now what are the adjectives used for both the flowers and the bird? Both the flowers and the bird. So what are the adjectives used? The adjectives are used for both flower and bird is the little. So are the birds and the flowers colorful? Yes, the birds and the flowers are various colors, but the birds and the flowers are very colorful, which attracts us very much. So now we are going to discuss about the third stanza. The purple headed mountain, the river running by, the sunset and the morning, the brightness of the sky. So the third stanza also consists the one difficult words, that is the purple. Purple means bluish red. So now we are going to discuss about the third stanza, what poet has described here. So now we are understand. Then first poet here describes in the first stanza. The poet has described the mountains during the sunset and the morning as purple headed. The poet has described the mountain during the sunset and the morning as purple headed. Means the mountain becomes purple headed during the sunset and the sun rises, When the rays of the sun falls upon the top of the mountain, it becomes the purple headed. And when the rays of the sun also falls upon the river running by the foot of the mountain, it reflects and brightens of the sky. So now ଯେତେବେଳେ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଉଦୟ ବା ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟାସ୍ତ ହୁଏ ସେତେବେଳେ ମାଉଣ୍ଟେନ୍ ଉପରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ତାର କିରଣ ପଡ଼େ ତା ପର୍ପଲ୍ କରିଦିଏ, ଆଉ ଯେତେବେଳେ ରିଭର ଉପରେ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟାଲୋକ ପଡ଼େ ସେତେବେଳେ ତା ରିଫ୍ଲେକ୍ଟ ହେଇ ଆକାଶରେ ପଡ଼ୁଥିବାରୁ ତାକୁ ବ୍ରାଇଟେନ୍ସ କରିଦିଏ. ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ମେନ୍ ଥିମ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ topic. The river flowing at the foot of the mountain gets brightened by the rays of the setting and the morning sun, and they that also make the sky brighten. The maker of the all things bright and beautiful, that is none other than the God. So what does the poet describe about this is the third stanza, sorry. How is the mountain described in the poem? The mountain is described in the poem as the purple headed. The next, why does it appear so? But what makes the mountain the purple headed? The mountain described in the poem has a natural beauty during the sunset and the sunrises. When the rays of the sun falls on the top of the mountain, it appears or it becomes the purple headed. The what brightens of the sky? The rays of the morning and the setting sun, when falls upon the river, it reflects and it also falls upon the sky, and sky becomes brightened. The rays of the morning and the setting sun, the rays of the morning and setting sun brightens of the sky, we can say here. So how does the sky look during the sunset? The sky looks bluish red or purple or brightens or bluish red during the sunset. This was the theme of the first three stanza of the first topic. If I do some mistake, then please excuse me. In the next video, I bring the main theme or some questions about the next three stanza. So this is the all about the three stanza, and book has 1 to 9 questions relating the stanza 3. The stanza 1 and stanza 2 and stanza 3 brings some natural idea about the things bright and beautiful, wise and wonderful, great and small, and God has also given us a flower and bird and river and mountain, everything that God has given us for us. So that is 1 to 9. Some questions are there, and you try your best to do that questions, and if some problem arises, then you can WhatsApp me 9776027251. So I WhatsApp you by writing answer of that topic, and the next video I will bring for you by discussing the three stanzas.